So put the question to Mahendra Sharma, who is an astrologer. His latest book is out, and he has made some predictions. In fact, one of his predictions is that there's going to be an attack, or there's certainly going to be conflict between Iraq and the United States, and that'll happen on April the 12th. So that's Friday. We'll put that question to him and also put to him what's going to be happening in the Middle East. Well, let's find out now what's happening on the business desk. Buntle.
Thank you very much, Tracy. Good morning. Well, our top story this morning, the perception that the economy is on a downward spiral after the rand's fall may become self-fulfilling if South Africans don't shake off their pessimism. That's according to Standard Bank chief economist Iraj Abedian, who also says the country is doing well compared to many others. Dr. Abedian says government could have done more to contain inflation by controlling administered prices such as those of fuel and electricity. And he says that other role players should also exploit existing opportunities and put economic conditions in their proper perspective.
Different role players, the government, the business, labor, media, and the analytical community, the commentators, would have to, in my view, put a context into all these trends, and very importantly appreciate that inflationary pressures and interest rate pressures are short-term. Within 6 to 9 months, these trends will reverse themselves and will be back to where we were last year. And therefore our decisions would be very different, the way we would set prices would be different, and the rate at which production prices will increase, wages will increase, and so on and so forth will be completely different.
The South African Reserve Bank says it would not have approved a complex offshore deal with Deutsche Bank last year had it been made aware of all the related transactions. The deputy head of the bank's exchange control, Christian Roves, told the commission that the bank's initial disclosures relating to the complex offshore deals it had structured for 3 top firms were inadequate. Deutsche Bank is one of South Africa's main authorized dealers. It had arranged corporate asset swaps for Sasol, Nampak and MCell. Meanwhile, the source of the information contained in the letter SACCO boss Kevin Wakeford wrote to President Thabo Mbeki remains a mystery.
Speculation by the media last week revealed that former Reserve Bank Deputy Governor James Cross could be the unnamed source that Kevin Wakeford used in his testimony. But Cross has denied that he fed Wakeford with the information.
I wish to state that I have never communicated with Mr. Wakeford on any issue, verbally or in writing, either directly or via a third party.
Cross's denial also puts to rest some of the speculation that there might be a rift among senior Reserve Bank officials who are not in favour of more liberal exchange controls. And in another development today, the Reserve Bank said the information supplied to it by Deutsche Bank on the Sasol-Condia deal was inadequate, and that full disclosure was not given by the bank.
Although it was a specific requirement of exchange control that a transaction or transactions, in respect of which exchange control's approval to the Sasol application number 8 was granted, should be implemented in a manner which would maintain and or ensure